Alright, welcome to Blox Auto. It's a game on Roblox, and I've been playing it for quite some time now. Here we go. I've done the same thing I did with Portal. I've got it to where I can make the game full screen instead of having it running. Instead of just capturing my monitor, I'm capturing only the game window, which is nice. I like this a lot. And it's actually full screen. Oh, yeah, it's actually full screen on my monitor, so it's nice too. And also, I'm on Amazon on the other monitor. So if I stop and type something down, it's because I'm on. It's because I'm on Amazon looking stuff up. I was looking for Genesis games earlier. I think now I'm gonna look for some Game Boy Advance games. Could just type, well, Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Color really wouldn't be a bad idea either, but, you know. Or Genesis, well, yeah, I've already looked at Genesis games, but Game Boy Color and Advance, I'm kind of lacking in games. I don't have a whole lot of Game Boy original games, but compared to GBA and GBC games, I'm quite lacking in both of those. So let's see. I'm seeing a lot of consoles. I really don't need a Game Boy Advance because I've already got a Game Boy Color, and I know if I were to get a Game Boy Advance or an Advance SP, I would never touch the Color again because especially the Advance SP. That is the perfect Game Boy. That is the perfect Game Boy. It's got the lithium-ion battery, which is rechargeable. In layman's terms, it's a rechargeable battery. It's got like trying to think. I cannot think. It's got all three. It's compatible with all three Game Boy libraries. So that's original Game Boy Color and Advance, and it's got the clamshell design and it supports headphones. I mean, I guess my Color supports headphones, and so does the original Game Boy. But, it's nice. It's really nice. But now that I've got now that I've had a Game Boy Color for the past 2 years, I really don't need. Or past year. Yeah. Past year. Now that I've had a Game Boy my Game Boy Color for the past year, I really don't need an Advance. I would like an Advance Micro though. I would not mind getting an Advance Micro at all. Mario Kart Super Circuit on the Game Boy. I thought it was. Oh no, Double Dash is what's on GameCube. But yeah, I wouldn't mind getting a Game Boy Micro or I almost want to get one of the original DS systems or the DS Lite because I know that's got the GBA slot in it too. Mario Advance for Super Mario Bros. 3. I don't know how to feel about that game. My cousin's got that. And it's Super Mario Bros. 3. I mean, that's a good game. I still have yet to beat it. Me and my cousin, every summer, we try to beat that game. Or we did last summer. We haven't actually got a chance to sit down on the couch and play it yet. We haven't had a chance to go to each other's houses and actually try to beat the game quite yet. But yeah. So I played it. I've played it a little bit because he's got a Game Boy Advance SP. And I've played it a little bit, and it's a fine game. It's Super Mario Bros. 3. I've got the original on the Nintendo. It's a fun game, but it's got the 16-bit Super Mario All-Stars kind of thing going on that I really don't like. The thing is, I really don't like Super Mario All-Stars. I really don't like the Super Nintendo. It's not that I don't like the Super Nintendo. It's just I'm not interested in the Super Nintendo at all. at in any way, shape, or form. The Genesis is just like I'm so much more invested in the game library for the Genesis. And even then, and even when I didn't know Genesis game, like I didn't know the Genesis lineup all that well, I still wasn't very invested in Super Nintendo. Like A Link to the Past doesn't look. Link to the Past, Mario World, Super Mario Kart. I just don't care really. It's strange because I really like Zelda on the NES, and I really like Super Mario Brothers on the NES, and I really like Mario Kart on the N64. I like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. I like Mario 64. I don't know, but it's so weird that I just do not like the Super Nintendo. It's mainly really the graphics kind of. I don't know. And I know they're both the Genesis and the Super Nintendo are 16-bit, but there's something about the Super Nintendo I just cannot get into. Just it legit not the console itself, but the graphics legitimately look unappealing to me. So yeah, there's not a huge chance of me buying a Super Nintendo, going out of my way to buy a Super Nintendo for a large expenditure of money. Now, perhaps a third-party Super Nintendo, like the Retron 5 or the Retron 3 or 2, the Superboy and the Superboy S. I saw that I didn't go to E3, but I've heard about. I've seen the cover. I've seen some coverage of it from E3. It looks pretty good. Especially because it's handheld. I'm a little more inclined to get that. Might be you could convince me, and for some weird reason, the Super Nintendo has all of the cool third-party adapters for it. Not even third-party. I mean, the good, all but one are supermarket are aftermarket adapters. So there's the officially licensed Super Game Boy. I think it was created by Nintendo, so yeah, it's definitely officially licensed. But there's the Nintendo-created Super Game Boy, which lets you play Game Boy. And I know Retrobit's pretty sketchy. I bought a Retrobit Sega Genesis controller, and it didn't work for very long. It's a wired one. And I don't know if that was my at-games Genesis and my Atari that messed it up, or if it was the controller. I do not know. But, goodness. So I've already had a not terrific experience with one of their controllers, with one of their products, I mean to say. And, but I'm pretty sure the rest of these adapters that I'm about to list are made by Retrobit. So let's see, there is the one that lets you play Game Boy Advance games, which, as I said, I'm on Amazon. I'm looking right now while I'm typing. I've kind of got like a short list of games that look interesting. But but yeah, I've got this little short list of games that I'm looking at, and but yeah, back to what I was saying. There's the Game Boy Advance one. There's the one that lets you play Genesis games on it. There's the one that lets you play original Nintendo games on it. Which, granted, none of those, if I were to combine those with like the Superboy, I know would be extremely make it already. The Superboy is already pretty non-portable as it is. I mean, you can carry, maybe you can throw the original in your pocket. I could see you throwing the Slim into your pocket, definitely, but not the original brick one. Trying to think what I want to say. But yeah, those adapters are going to make it so much larger, and it's just not gonna. That would make the portability worse. Especially the NES one. Really, what I would use the Superboy for, it would really probably be a consoleized Game Boy Advance, and a portable NES and Genesis that I know I just said that the adapters are huge and clunky, but I'd be able to, like, it's way easier than taking my NES over to my friend's house. We had a heck of a time getting my NES, because I use RF. I don't use AV cables for my Nintendo. I use the RF coaxial connections. So we had one heck of a time trying to get that thing unscrewed from my friend's TV. I think his dad screwed it in there too tight when he hooked it up for us. But yeah, and that'd be one big mess we wouldn't have to worry about, which would be really nice. We'd be able to play something. We'd be able to play that. We'd be able to play Game Boy Advance games on there. So like Pokemon. I know Super Mario Kart already has. I guess I don't even know if you can do multiplayer Game Boy Advance. I don't know if the Game Boy Advance hookup thing, what's it called? The adapter. I don't know if the adapter will let you use link cables or not. I don't know. I know that'd still be kind of cool to be able to play some Game Boy Advance games on the big TV. That I can't decide if I want to get man, I am losing my train of thought every time. Okay, I'm looking at getting some more equipment for the show and obviously for my own personal use, because like I want a headset. I really don't want to be using this mic forever, and hopefully I won't be using this mic forever, but preferably I get like a headset with speakers so I can actually hear my game, and so I can use that and I don't have to worry about leaning into the microphone like this, which I'm sure if you pay attention to me, you'll see me do this a lot, and you'll see it because I'm pretty sure I've tried to adjust the microphone dozens of times in the past 2 videos. I've been doing that, and that would eliminate that issue. Let's see, what else am I looking for? I'm looking for an HDMI, or no, I'm looking to get a AV to HDMI upscaler, so I can plug that into a capture card. I don't have a capture card. That's another thing I'm after. I'm getting an Elgato, which I know are extremely expensive. I'll have to save up some. I'll definitely have to save up some money for sure on that one. But so I get an Elgato, and since the Elgato only accepts HD, I will just get an AV upscaler, AV and S video upscaler, and so I'll be able to do that. I also consider getting a Retron 5, which would be partially for the show, and partially for me, because that will, for one, that'd make really good quality HD videos of Game Boy Advance, Color, NES, Genesis, Mega Drive, Master System, Super Nintendo, Famicom, Super Famicom, wherever else it plays. And that would open up a couple other game libraries for me. But at the same time, it's like $160. But it's a consoleized Game Boy. What it comes down to, it's a consoleized Game Boy. I seem to be a sucker for that kind of thing. Consoleized Game Boy. If I could just hook up my Game Boy Color to an HDMI output, or to an AV output even, I would totally go for that. Which is why I'm also looking for the Game Boy Player for the GameCube, which lets you play Game Boy, Advance, and Color. And I know that's got a link cable port to it. But I know the boot up disc is extremely hard to find for some strange reason. It's strange. But yeah. I guess camera might be another thing. I don't know. I don't know about my camera because really, I think I could survive with my iPod Touch for a little bit longer, for quite a while longer actually. I don't think it looks horrible. But I've got another. I've got a. I forgot what it's called. It's called the Jazz 8. This door is opening. I'm not sure I like that. It's called the Jazz HD Recorder. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not too sure if it's hardware specifications because I haven't really used it a whole lot yet. But and it's already packed. But when we get unpacked, I would also like to test that out. I think I'll probably review that camera after I get a game review in. There's actually an ultimate. It's gonna be Ultimate Paintball. Ultimate Paintboy. Ultimate Paintball for the Nintendo Game Boy Color, which was recommended by Average Joe Gaming. No, Average Joe YouTube Gaming 78. Is that right? I think I'm right. I think I'm right. Not entirely sure on that. I hope that's right. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's his name. I just call him Average Joe for short, really. But yeah, I know he recommended that game, so he shall get his wish. If you would like to recommend me a game, you can go to thegroovygamezone.weebly.com. If you scroll down on the homepage, you should be able to scroll down, and on the right-hand side, there should be something that says a review. There should be like a review recommendation box that you can type in the product you'd like to see reviewed on the show, and you can send me your suggestion, and I will take it into consideration. Or, I mean, really, it's not a whole lot of considering that has to be done. It's have I reviewed it yet, or have I reviewed it? Have I reviewed it, or do I have it? And if it passes both those tests, if I haven't reviewed it yet and I have it, there's really no reason for me not to review it, unless it's non-functional. In which case, we've got ourselves an issue. Whoa! Actually, that was me. I'll regen my car because that was all me. I have to go. No. Alright. There we go. Yeah, that wreck was all me. So I will own up to that. What else? Yeah. I think that's all I've got to ramble about at the moment. Give me a second, I'll think of something else. I always think of something. I'm pretty excited to see. I am pretty excited for the new setup. So I'm also at the Groovy Game Zone website. I am going to be posting moving updates after what day would that be? July 5th. After July 5th, I'm going to start posting moving updates to the website, and I won't be able to post on YouTube because I won't be able to make videos. But I will be posting. If you also on the homepage, scrolling down on the left-hand side this time, there's a What's New box, and I'll try to update that every day with some moving information. I might even take a picture or two, and I might be able to upload it there. I don't know. Or I might just make I might make a whole portion of the site dedicated to the move. I do not know. I do not know. Not quite figured that out yet. I need to figure it out because I've got a week left in the wood grain dimension before I'm going to be forced to move out. I'll get you pictures of the new, maybe not the new completely finished set, but the new with the new room as soon as I can, the new area. That'll be cool. I'll see your guys' thoughts on that. I'd like to see what, if you think certain things can be fit in certain places. I think the way it's going to be right now, the place that holds all my games is going to also be the place I'm sleeping in. So it's really going to be my bedroom that all my games are in, kind of like it was right before the move, where I had moved the majority of all my games into my closet. Except they'll be out on display along with a bunch of nerdy toys, like my Ninja Turtles and my Doctor Who stuff and stuff like that. They'll all be on display. Hopefully it'll make for a much nicer looking set than I've been able to conjure up in the past. I think this guy's trying to follow me. I just ran myself. I don't know, does he know what the Bugatti switch? I don't think he does. No. I don't even know if he's trying to follow me. That's kind of strange. But yeah. Uh-oh, you're in my way. Oh, no, you're not. Never mind. Yeah. Pretty excited for the new setup. It looks, oh, oops, I need to stop. Looks pretty cool. I'm pretty enthusiastic about it, even though I'm sitting here being all calm. Oh, one of the cool things though is that I'm moving quite closer to one of the. It's the place that has. I don't know if I mentioned this in a different take or if I mentioned this in this video, but there is a Mortal Kombat I've found for like 10 to 15 bucks, and I think that's pretty crazy. I don't even remember because this is like the second or third take of this video. But yeah, in short, this place has Mortal Kombat on the Genesis for like 10 to 15 bucks. I think that's kind of crazy, especially without its box or whatever. I'm going to be closer to them, which that's like really one of the only bad deals. It's not even a bad deal. It's just kind of like a slightly. It's like it could the price could be toned down, but you know, it's not horribly priced. They have no horrible prices, but then again, they have no horrible prices, but I don't think they have a whole lot of headliner games, and I don't have a whole lot of the consoles that I don't have a whole lot of consoles that they're selling games for. Like they've got Super Nintendo and they've got some Game Gear games, which I'm not so sure I want a Game Gear. I don't think I want any 80s or 90s handheld besides the Nintendo Game Boy Color. Yeah, I'll stick with my Game Boy Color, quite frankly. Everything else seems to have pretty bad battery life. So, let's see what else we got. I'm kind of interested in cleaning my Game Boy Color, though. It's not really in need of a cleaning, but it's a little worn, I guess. Some of the back labels are pretty worn out, but even then... Oh, here's a Game Boy Micro. Even then, I really don't know what to do. I really don't think I can do anything about that. I did manage... I don't know if it was... I think it was a Pikachu sticker that was stuck on there. I don't even remember if it was a Pikachu sticker or not. But it was... I don't know why I remember it being a Pikachu sticker. Maybe it wasn't. But it was like smack dab in the middle of my Game Boy Color, and there was residue left on there. I was like, really? So I think after a while it just got on my nerves, and I scratched it all off with like my thumbnail or with a coin or a knife or something. And the Game Boy went away unscathed. But yeah, the labels on the back are kind of torn up. I really don't want to replace them though, because then it'd be, you know, it's like if you have, it wouldn't be original anymore, you know. If you slowly replace parts of a broom, it's not the same broom. So it's not the original broom. So if I start swapping out parts of my Game Boy Color, it wouldn't be the original Game Boy Color. It'd be crazy to find one of those in mint condition. I've seen a couple of them. I haven't seen them personally, but I've seen videos of them in mint condition. They look beautiful, quite frankly. I really don't. I really don't think I need to get my hands on one anytime soon because they're expensive, and I've already got a Game Boy Color. But you know, if I could find myself a box on its own, I might consider that. A box for a purple. I think it's purple grape or grape purple Game Boy or something like that. I would not mind that at all. Ran into a car dealership. Oops. Singing again. Oh man, kind of tired. I'll probably go to bed in an hour or two anyway, so I won't be tired for too long. Well, I guess I will be tired, but I'll be sleeping in a couple hours. I guess the point I was trying to get across there. So let's see, do I wait? Do I get halfway to, or do I get, whoa, dude, what the heck? You're in my way. Do I get, I think I think I'll stop here with my money, because I've got quite a bit of money now. I mean, I've started out with quite a bit of money, but holy crap. Money to people left and right. Alright, yeah, see, now I've got... Oh, I'm getting there. It's going to take me forever, but eventually I will get $1 billion. Eventually. Maybe that's why I should name it. Maybe I should start a series on this. Blox Auto, Road to $1 billion. And then like Road to $1 trillion or something like that. Ooh. Shall I do that? Let me know in the comments if you want to see more of me talking. Yeah. Tell me in the comments if you want to continue to, if you want to see me run around the streets of Blox Auto and talk about video games and react to the chat. I don't think there was a whole lot. I didn't really talk about the chat a whole lot this time because I was trying to focus on what I was saying. I was having a pretty hard time focusing on what I wanted to say anyway. So trying to keep my train of thought on the video games and check the chat every once in a while would really just screw up my focus. But yeah, so This has been Ground Blox Auto. I will see you guys. There we go. Oh my gosh. I'll see